Favorite rapper's time, your favorite movie star's time. You already know. Let me get into this. Now, what is this debacle going on with Kodak Black being asked a question by Ebro, and now it's blowing up? It's all over the net. Ebro asked him a personal question about his case. There's a lot of things wrong with this. Number one, my thoughts were it was discussed a certain way that they would ask certain questions. There wouldn't be surprise questions. So now are they saying it's not scripted when they do these type of things? I really don't understand that point, but that's another discussion. But what he was asking him, do you think it was wrong? Honestly, the fact that he committed this crime and that it was being, let's say, brought up, what's shameful? Even when we presume that you would be involved in something of this nature, what's really shameful about it? Now, to be honest, when I'm thinking about this in a logical way, how could we come to a point in our society that we put pressure on somebody for being asked a question in a situation and for not committing an act like this in a situation alleged? Even that they're being convicted of it, or this woman's lying on them. Which one is it? It can go left or right. It's not a midway question. Either you did what she said you did or not, which is hard to believe only because the way women would throw themselves at a superstar with money and fame. Am I right? Or am I wrong about this? Does he not have the same pressures placed on him? But we know these pressures must exist, being the nature in which he does his music. The fact I know of girls going crazy in the crowd from other videos. Why would he force himself on her? This really makes me think, did he do it or not? Is he being placed in a situation or not? How are we going to even say this about Ebro when he went on the show knowing that this could potentially be asked? What? You superstars think when you go on these shows, they're not going to ask you questions about your real life? They're going to ask these type of questions. They want numbers. So it's going to be, but now he has it. He has the numbers for his show because he asked this type of question. So he got the reward from the risk he took asking a question of this nature. Or he asked it because he felt no pressure was going to come to him. He felt he was the better person amongst even being in front of Kodak Black, that if anything went left, he could handle his weight. Now we have Trick Daddy stepping in saying things which complicates it, because this is the level of two, let's say, mature, aged men ready for battle if the situation goes down. And as we know, Trick Daddy has been in the game. He's an OG in Florida. There's nothing that could be said, in my opinion, about his rep and his stance. So this is up in the air. This is an interesting thing. I really can't pick a side. I'm not aware of Ebro that well. I don't watch his show like that. I'm not in tune with Ebro, and that's by choice. I don't really enjoy the show as much. I'd rather go watch The Breakfast Club. I'm just being honest. But if we're going to look at this nature, the fact you asked this question, did it not bring numbers to him? Did this not do what he intended the question to do ultimately? And one thing, he made a comment, don't tell me what to say on my show, as Kodak Black said that. Now, in my mind, that took the aggression to the next level. He could have said anything, but that upped the aggression. The moment you said that after he walked off, because here's my thing, Kodak didn't say nothing smart. He just said he wasn't answering it. When you did that, in my opinion, it changed the whole scope of the questioning, the aspect of why he's there. Overall, the whole intent was placed that it was more serious than it was being, let's say, described as or shown as. It was a very much so more serious feature for you to say that and make that type of comment to him, because he really didn't say anything smart. He just kind of dodged the question. And he can dodge questions if he wants. But when you make comments after to take shots at him to try and show you're a different type of man or you're a better person, even though he wasn't aggressive to you, it makes me think that you had deeper motives. And these deeper motives have gotten you Trick Daddy. And now he's saying to you that there's going to be some type of issue. We got to wait to see what this is, although I don't know why he would publicize it. If he was looking to actually do something, we got to see where it goes. Ebro has now stepped into the situation in the street manner. So let's see what happens, how he defends himself and what he's going to say from here. You know how I rock. All rights reserved.